Yo, welcome back to the all new, all improved, the beard. See, I did it again. The Gray Beard Podcast. I screw it up every time, and I just came up with it. It's new. It's fresh. But on my inaugural podcast for this new branding that I'm doing, it wouldn't be more fitting to have someone I've had on the past. And, we talked about having him back on and bringing in his main inspiration, his main supporter, the man, the myth, the legend, his dad, Kris.
I like that.
Yeah.
Man, the myth, the legend.
I'm just saying, I can't. I was trying to think of some cool shit to say, like
that
on
was
the fly,
cool
but
I like that.
all the cool is on that side of the room.
Thank you. That's all I was saying. Because people think it's over there, but it's really over here. That's all I was saying.
It's definitely not over here. It's definitely not over here. So, real quick, man, what have you been up to, man, before we start talking to Dad?
Man, I've been really just growing, just expanding.
Yeah.
I feel like last time we talked, I was more like in the photographer space.
Yeah.
And obviously today, I don't look like a photographer.
No.
I kind of did it on purpose.
So what do you look like today? I'm just curious before I start just
creative.
making assumptions. Okay.
Just a social creative. Like
Okay.
my whole
I like that
mission right
beanie,
now.
though.
Oh yeah, it's
dope.
gotta have a
dope.
brand on. But like really, I'm just moving towards becoming like a brand ambassador model,
Okay.
just really like a piece for a brand. Like
You've been doing a lot of trying this and trying that. I saw all the interviews that you did, and
Yep.
you've been you're shooting a lot of football.
Oh yeah, it's
A
football
lot of
season.
Yeah.
So
Killing
sure.
it. You're crushing it. And the whole time, you've been right there.
Yeah. All doing all the driving and all the grunt work, but
Hey,
I'm there.
Tell you what, man, you don't know. I mean, that's huge. We talked a little bit offline last time about it, man. But I'm so impressed. First of all, the first time I heard about, there was the guys at Collab, and they were like, his dad is there every week. Every time he comes to an event, he's there, and they didn't know who you were, and they just were like,
Who's this guy hanging out?
yeah, who's this guy just sitting in a chair, just and I think it's great, and I do applaud. Did you even do the applause? Did they get applause, Pat?
No, because it wasn't.
It was okay. There it is. Thank you. Got to give them.
Yeah,
applause.
I was like, oh, I'm already too late.
Yeah, it's okay. It's never too late for
Sorry.
applause. But I think it's fantastic, and I think that it's great that we should honor that type of support. The type of support you provide, because it's not every kid out there don't have somebody backing them.
Right.
And you can get support from strangers, you can get support from your friends.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, I know it feels good to have support from
Most def.
from your dad, man.
It hit different. Like it's
It does.
my best friend and my father in the same person.
That's
It's crazy.
amazing.
I won't go that far.
How long you guys been friends? Just kidding.
De Niro says 2X, Kris.
Who said that?
De Niro.
Oh, that's my guy Dylan. What's up, my guy?
They got all their little YouTube names, so you never know who they are. I'm like, but I can't say much. I got mine on there too. So, anyways, man, what's been up, man? What's going on? Tell us about the experience that you've had helping
with
out.
him?
Yeah.
Woo. So, like you said, he's always been a
Pull that
person
thing a little
who
closer to you,
who
man.
dibbles and dabbles in everything. So,
Yeah.
we've been from him trying to make music. Well, he still does make music. He does art. He does photography. Everywhere. So I'm just kind of like his poor friend at this moment. I just ride around. Well, I ride him around. So I guess we're both poor friends.
Uh-huh.
I'm the other type of poor friend that does the driving.
Right.
He's the poor friend that has the weed, but no. But
Scratch that. Is there a 6-second delay? Go back. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, none of that stuff. But I'm the one who is in the background watching him do what he does. It's fun, sometimes to be the one back there and he's talking to these athletes and celebrities and stuff, and I'm going, wow, I wish I could be the one talking to him. Or I wish I could have did that when I was.
He
younger.
don't call you up?
Oh yeah, he has sometimes. He's like he takes me to some. I take him, but I tag along to some of his events. I met Trevor Lawrence. I met Calvin Ridley and all these people, and so it's fun. To go out and do this. So
Yeah, and hopefully everything that you did for him growing up, it'll all come back.
Oh, definitely. I definitely tried to do something different. I try to parent totally differently than most people do. Like I looked at my experiences in life, and sometimes when I was growing up, I would go, man, if I just had this, I probably could do that. So
Yeah.
I tried to make it a way where he has a lot of avenues and ways to do things that most people don't get to do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
That is true. It's a lot of stuff I feel like that I have the resource to do.
Yeah.
That's just like I see my peers, and it doesn't make me feel like I'm better than my peers. I just feel as though I have a better opportunity to do some of the things that I want to do as far as like growing my career and developing as a man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I know he's been right there the whole time. Were you tough on him as a kid or not?
Oh, he's still tough on him.
Yeah?
Still, right to this day.
Yeah.
Right now.
I feel like he got a little soft though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I give him the opportunities.
Better watch him.
Do you soften up a little bit when you see him how hard he works?
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I ease up when I'm like, he was out to 2, so in the morning doing this, it was really work more than fun. So
Yeah.
okay, if you can't get up early tomorrow, I understand. Or
Yeah.
If you want to go here and do this instead of cutting the grass, which needs to be cut.
I mean, I got one out there too. I'll give you $50, son.
I'm surprised he didn't jump on that, but anyway.
Hey, $50 is $50, right?
Well, but yeah, I mean, it's hard sometimes, but like I tell a lot of people too, the younger you start teaching and disciplining, it's much easier as they get older. So right now it's times where it's hard, but most times it's fun. It's and the thing about it, he understands what I'm teaching and what I'm telling him to do, and he has a good circle around him too. He's got some real good people who help him with his visions and stuff. Like even the guy who helps him with his photography and football. What's his name? Rico Bentley.
Reek.
Yeah. Your mentor, is that a mentor?
Yeah, he's a real good guy.
Yeah.
Teaches them
Well,
a lot
that's
of good stuff.
No, that's good to have to surround yourself with good people. And I think I mentioned last time you were on that, like, I noticed that you kind of, he absorbs. I mean, he does listen to people. And, not that anybody ever asked me anything, but I mean, if you did, I'll probably chew your ear off, But no, that's great, man. I think we'll get more we'll get a little deeper, and we might go a little bit, off script a little bit, but that's all right. We'll get a little deeper, if Dad wants to, however far down the rabbit hole we go, But I want to talk. Okay, so you just got like a affiliate deal with this new is that like a thing you could talk about or what?
Yeah, we could definitely talk about it.
Am I going to get a little piece of that action when we talk about it or what?
Hey, I don't know. Well, it's certain details that I can't bring up just yet.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But basically, I was referred. My name was referred to a company,
right?
And we spoke and we worked something out, and I got a package, and they sent me some glasses. So, it's been great. This is really the opportunity I've been waiting for to really market myself as a model and as a brand ambassador.
That's fantastic.
To really show like the community here what I really offer, because I feel like I kind of categorize myself as just photographer.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing like photography is fun, that skill is fun, but like deep inside I want to do so much more.
Yeah, you don't want to get pigeonholed into
facts. And it's just like I just
feel the
get
same way.
Yeah.
There's so many people out there, professionals, and I still see it to this day. In fact, I just watched a video on YouTube the other day. It popped up. I got a notification for somebody I subscribed to, and it popped up, and they said the number one rule that you need to do. They always, that's their thing. They put this clickbaity title out there. I don't do that shit with mine. It's just who's on the show,
right?
But like the number one step to making yourself successful or whatever they say, and they always talk about just niche down.
I've heard that so many times from so many different people, and I can understand it, but I'm 16 and I feel like I have a good opportunity to take advantage of my youth and really explore each and every avenue that I can, because like I can understand if I'm his age or your age, whereas though I might have certain bills to pay or I have less time to do certain things, but honestly, like, I have all the time in the world to do whatever I want.
Utilize the freedom. Yeah. I tell my kids that all the time, man. Like, you ain't paying no bills. You know, like my youngest, she lives here with me, and I said, look, you ain't. What bills you got?
Yeah,
right.
You can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good job, save your money, and every day she comes home with a bag full of shit. Yeah. You know, or it's like 4 different Amazon boxes coming in. Yep. Something.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, for sure, utilize your youth. Absolutely.
Yeah. But a little bit more on the brand. They're a eyewear brand based here in Jacksonville, but I'm pretty sure they outsource in San Diego as well. But I can't, don't quote me on that. I just know that they're in multiple states, and they have real high quality shades. They also have sweatpants, shirts, and other accessories as well. They this is actually one of the 2 pairs of glasses that I have.
Yeah.
I was gonna have the boxes, but I don't have them with me today.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a real good brand. And if y'all want to shop, use my code Kris at checkout for 25% off.
KRIS.
Yes, KRIS.
What's the name of the company?
Yeah, what?
Time and Place.
Time and Place.
Yep.
See, I thought it was a watch thing.
He has a theme going here. You got 2X visions, and then you got time and place.
Yeah.
It's like a future present moment thing.
He's
always been plugging.
I'm telling
so he's got something like that going. I don't know how they figured that out and reached out to him, but he's got some kind of aura with it going.
Well, I mean, give the old man with the gray beard a call. I mean, you know, honestly, I like watching you and your brand and like how you promote yourself is kind of like, it kind of had me revisiting the whole rebranding thing, and that's why I mean, you kind of inspired me to kind of go ahead and do that.
What?
So,
that's dope. I appreciate that.
For sure. I mean, you know, sometimes you just need a kick in the pants, and you never know where it's going to come from.
Facts.
I preach that every day. Inspiration comes from everybody. You never know.
Absolutely.
You never know.
Even people younger than you. I mean, you know.
Yeah, all the time. And like the thinking behind being versatile and, you know, doing different things. I got that thinking when I was younger. My dad, he always would tell me, you're going to be an engineer, because, you know, I would like to build things. I would like to create stuff. So people would ask me, what kind of engineer? And I would be like, engineer.
Are there other types?
Yeah. I want to build everything. You know, I would say technical engineer or something like that, because I wanted to, you know, do everything.
Right.
And, you know, I would get told the same thing. Oh, you got to do civil engineering, or you got to do this, you got to do that. And I was like, no. You know, I want to do this. And I would see members of my family, you know, like my mom, she had several careers, and my dad had several careers, and my aunts, you know, they had several careers and things like that. And right now, like, my aunt is in so many roles right now. It's crazy to see my sisters too, like, they're doing all types of things. So just seeing that makes me feel like, okay, yeah, I had the right idea. And keep doing, and then you learn so much from doing something else. Like from art, you'll learn so much about maybe pictures, you know, and then that will translate to your photography career, or playing football will translate to your photography career, but you don't realize it until you try it. Yeah. So you know.
Everything is all, it all kind of comes together cohesively. I mean, that's kind of like my whole philosophy in this stage of my life is like everything's got to be, you know, fit. All the cogs have to fit into place.
Yeah.
You know, like I need cohesion in everything I do, which is why, like, you know, again, everything is the same, you know, for me. But I love it, man. So that's is that an affiliate program, or is it like, are they sponsoring, or what do they do? How are we doing that? I mean, you get a little piece every time somebody buys using your code.
So nothing like that yet. This is really just like a dry run. Just him really like gaining trust with me, because you know, he's also growing his brand as well.
Sure.
So he's kind of new to doing this type of thing. So basically, my plan is we're gonna grow together. We're gonna make some fire ass content, and we're gonna like just blow up off of it.
Yeah. Have you met this person?
They just shouted you out. Said, shout out Kris.
Yes,
in the
sir.
chat, Time Place.
Oh, is that from Time and Place?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
Time and Place? I need some new. You know, I'm just like, brother.
But I haven't met with him in real life yet. He dropped the package off to my house, but I was doing homework and I didn't know it, so I had to like run outside and grab it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll most likely meet up one day.
Good. Yeah. Well, I hope so. I mean, if you're going to be making fire content, you need to get in there.
For sure.
No, that's cool, man. That's very inspiring. And you said they just reached out to you, or did you reach out to them first?
there's some details in there that I can't really touch on right now, but basically,
I guess more so for people that are curious about how to get something like that going for themselves with any types of brands, you know, maybe like how you got in touch with them. But if you can't talk about it, it's okay.
What
it's
I
top
can
secret.
say, what I can
say,
what I can say at the moment is just network.
Yeah.
So the way that I stumbled upon this opportunity was somebody that knew me that I took pictures of. They put in a good word for me, and the words just kind of worked itself out.
All about who you know.
Just gotta talk to people, man.
Shout out Lauren. The girl that shouted me out her name was Lauren. I did a shoot with her. It's a guy named Miguel. He does like clothes. He's a really dope designer. Y'all should definitely tap in with him. We had a shoot. He has like a studio in his garage.
Yeah.
And I met her, and she was like a dope model. It's like they was modeling some Jaguar apparel, and then we just kind of stayed in touch. Like, you know, I like her post, she like my post, and then I just got a text. I was like, oh, okay.
No, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking forward to that. It's really good. And any other brands out there that's looking for somebody that has a great face and disposition and just talented, super talented, hit your boy up over at 2X.
That is definitely the plan for the future.
That's
Definitely
what's up.
Shout out Taylor Roth in the chat. Super dope. Keep it up, guys.
When you graduating, man?
2025.
So you got a little more time there in that
Can't
school.
wait.
You can't wait?
Can't wait.
Ew.
Why's
Get out of my
that?
house.
Get out of the house? You gonna put him out right away?
No, I'm not. Well, we got a plan, so
yeah,
you know.
no, I know. He's gonna take you with him.
Probably. if everything works correctly, yes.
I hope. I hope.
Well,
I'm
see,
so ready
all
to
these
go, though.
NDAs, man, all these like non-disclosure agreements. I can't, you know, how we have them on podcast. You gotta talk about some of this shit. Let a brother know.
We can't do it. You know,
No,
like,
you
yeah,
can't.
know.
You can't. It's
You'll
cool.
see.
No, I'm trust me. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching for sure. You know, I've been watching, trying to keep an eye on everything everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I'm such a like consumer of. I love it. I love going on like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and seeing everybody's stuff.
Yeah, me
and
too.
liking
I
it.
love
and
it.
Trying to comment. If I can share it, I'll share it. You know, I've been trying to do a lot more of that lately. What's weird is my feed on Instagram. I literally only see like your stuff. Yeah, I see yours, and there's like Russell's, and like very rarely, occasionally, I'll see like Josie, and just like it's weird, like the people that I've actually contacted and know, it shows up on my Instagram feed. Outside of that, is like I gotta go scroll.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
algorithm.
I'm still learning how to use the internet. I don't know because it's not my generation like that. Like Instagram, social media is not my generation, but I feel like I'm still like understand. I've recently understood why people they'll watch certain like influencers or things like that. It's TV now. Like
Yeah.
that's what TV is now. Like people don't sit down and watch TV anymore to watch that. They watch somebody live their life and do their things. And I didn't understand it, and then I was like, I'll never do that, but I caught myself doing it.
Who you watching?
Let's see, what's that guy's name?
Markiplier.
No. I don't know who that is.
He's a gamer.
I don't. But kids watch a lot of gamers.
That's the
and
most.
I don't really play video games anymore as bad as I used to.
Yeah.
Like every now and again, I might, let him whoop
Whoop
me in
up on
Madden.
him.
Well, he might whoop me. But like I'm more off to watching like more comedians now than actual like influencers. But I understand it now because I was like, oh, I've been watching this for like 2 or 3 days now. That's why they watch
For
this
sure.
stuff.
It's nonstop. Any content they have, it'll just autoplay. You can cut the commercials out. Everything is streaming now. And I something I talked to like Jen about, she thinks that like people's attention span ducks out about an hour. I said, no.
No.
I said, honestly, I think it's changing.
Yeah, it is.
I think people are more interested in long form content, especially when it's commercial free.
Facts.
If and when I ever do any kind of advertising on this podcast, and it's always going to be at the beginning or at the very end. I'm not doing any mid rolls, none of that stuff. So I'll get it all out of the way.
Yep.
And just be done with it. And then it's just content. It's just talking. This is what people come here to see. They want to come see you. Hopefully they come. I don't really care if they come to see me, but I mean, they come to see you guys and us having a good conversation.
For sure.
And I think that it is interesting. I think a lot of people could, agree. I'll sit and watch You know, I listen to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You know, the podcast.
Pat
and
McAfee.
his is 3-hour podcast
Yeah.
almost every single time.
But they're entertaining. They're like
Very and educational.
Yeah,
The dude
you learn a
he
lot.
has all these scientists and stuff on.
Yeah.
A lot of people give him garbage because of all the you know, LGBTQ plus stuff, but like
you can tell he like
it ain't about the hype, man.
he wants to figure things out.
He's very
he's
intuitive.
not he's
Yeah.
not gonna cut a corner to figure it out. He's gonna look and see.
No, he goes straight to the source.
Right.
You know, but I like that. It's very educational, and I mean, eventually, you know, that's how I want this podcast to be. I mean, originally it was that, but and I do think that people learn, you know,
sure.
from you, and you know, now from you, and by the way, I'm honored to have you sitting at the mic.
Thank you.
By the way, we might have him spitting a little rhymes in a little bit. I don't know if he can freestyle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me because
No, I was talking about
I
you.
can go
I'm
too.
talking about you.
Oh, okay, I might.
Yeah, see, when I met you at CoLab, he was like, I was like, come on up, fun, man. We're just here to have some fun. It ain't
For
nothing,
sure.
ain't nothing big, but so
I'm retired though. I'll let him do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to do it. I might embarrass myself.
Are you pursuing that at all, like the music stuff?
It's more so just like another avenue for me to just kind of release. Like if I had like a stressful week, kind of like past 2 weeks for me, I'll kind of just set aside some time, create something, rap something, just write something down, something to just get my mind away from like the stuff that's been on my mind. Because a lot of times I catch myself just like holding a lot in, because you know like being creative and the real world don't really collide. Like you gotta hold a lot of stuff in.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of times where I'll sit down and I'll just be up to like 4 o'clock in the morning just writing stuff, because it's like all the pain and feelings and emotions that I've had for the
Poured
past
into
week.
it.
Yeah.
Like that song you wrote about that girl.
Which
No,
one?
I'm just playing.
I have too many like
Whoa, easy
things
fella.
about different people that I've
Okay,
wrote.
see, he's like,
Like-
I got too many girls. Which one?
No.
I thought that's what he was talking about.
what
I
it
believe
sounded
he was
like. I
talking
don't-
about. the
Nah,
music.
I decided to write about a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And a lot of them just tend to be female.
Of course. I mean, at your age, I'm surprised that he gets anything done at all. You know, I mean, when I was
Yes.
your age, I mean, I was in a band. You know, I was a drummer in a band, and we gigged out. But I mean, I like playing music, but really playing in a band for me and going to play gigs. It's kind of more about meeting girls than was playing
Facts.
music.
Yeah, I've been started that way too. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But right now his thing is we got to learn the rest.
Yeah.
He'll be telling me, man, I was in school and I started tripping out. I'm like, you didn't sleep last night. You were up till 6 o'clock in the morning, and you
That was good.
took a shower, got on the bus, or got in the car and went to school. That's why
Surprised he took a shower.
Hey, sometimes no.
Nah, it's definitely like getting to that point where I have to really learn how to balance.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like drive myself into a ditch sometimes, because I'm like,
feel
I just
that.
want to use this, I want to create, I want to do all these other things, but I'm like, okay.
And I get it, because I've been in that place where I tried to make music, or I was trying to be creative, and sometimes inspiration hits you
Right.
2 o'clock in the morning, and you're like,
can't
I
stop.
can't. Yeah, I can't just go to sleep right now. I gotta. And then you turn around and it's daylight.
Yeah.
You
Well, it's
know.
like my girl caught me the other. I'm starting the construction, but like I just before I did anything, I'm like, I want to get some new bedroom furniture, and I got all this crap from IKEA. You ever put anything from IKEA together?
I am the.
It is a pain in the ass.
I'm the assembly person
Okay.
of my family, so I have to put together everything all the time. So I feel your pain. How many Allen wrenches you got?
Just what came in the box. But no, they. I got some stuff this weekend, and they all went to bed, and I fell asleep on the couch sitting straight up. They left me there. Granted, I told them if I fall asleep, don't touch me, because you wake me up, I ain't going back. But I woke up at 2 a.m. and I started I'm like, I gotta start putting this stuff together. And I worked all the way through the morning, put a
Right.
bed together, dressers together. You know, I'm just like, they get up, I'm like, it's all done. But I get it, man. When the inspiration hits, and when you're like editing photos,
Oh yeah,
I'll stay up all night.
facts.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Been there many nights.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
have to turn around and go to work.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you so tired? And I can't tell them about nobody because they won't understand. You're doing what?
Yeah. God, that's memory lane, man. We're going straight down. Y'all take me back. 'Cause I remember being out gigging and then going straight from the gig to the party, leaving that party to go to another party, and then going, oh shit, I got to go to work in an hour. And we stay up all night partying.
Yeah.
Go to work, go home, shower, go straight to work.
That was half my Army career.
Yeah. Y'all don't do much else out there in the sand.
No, not in East Bloc Europe either.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got some friends in the military. You guys live that stuff though.
Oh man.
I was like, my friend.
I had to retire my liver.
He came down last weekend, and it was like we were up all night, drinking and reminiscing. And I think we wound up actually going to bed like 3, and he was up at like 5. Like, how did you do that? Like, and he's coherent, moving around and everything.
Just give him coffee.
It's beaten
Apparently.
into them.
There you go.
Them guys get beaten down like Dobermans.
Yep.
I mean, they or pit bulls, I guess. But yeah, like a fighting dog. But yeah, I mean, they take it out of them and wear them out, and then they're like, all right, this is how we're gonna build you back up.
Yeah.
They get used to it. They get used to that.
He can do it just like I can't do it like that no more. Like when I turned like 30, that was it. I'm not staying up too late no more. I have a bedtime now.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, but
It's
he
funny.
still does.
Isn't it funny? We used to be out doing the thing, and
Man.
now it's like I gotta go. It's my bedtime.
Man, I can tell some stories.
Please do.
Real quick, Snails dropped in.
Oh, that's little sis.
Says hi.
let me
YouTuber
see
Snails.
Snails, you
That's
said?
little
Snails.
sis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Little sis? Is that
yeah.
your
if I-
sis?
The other creator.
If I botch this,
Oh, okay.
Avinci creating, or AVINCE, Avents creating.
Oh, that's my guy AJ. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry if I
on the
botched that.
topic, while we got him up,
There you go.
big shout out to my guys. I would not be in this place I am right now without my guys.
Yeah.
Reek, AJ, Dylan, Kev, Julius, Mello. Oh my God.
Shout them out, the whole crew.
Yes, sir.
The whole crew.
I love them boys. They are amazing, bro.
All right, so let's talk about, because we kind of touched on the fact that you're morphing more into just a all-purpose content creator.
Mm-hmm.
I know we said we don't want to pigeonhole you into anything, but like, what style, I guess, would be more like the apt question to ask, but like, what style of content are you going to like want to create and build your brand around? Like I said, I know, you're kind of doing more of what the podcast used to be, archetype. You're like, that was kind of the point behind the archetype. It was like you got video, photography, all
every
this
aspect of it.
everything, and it's all under content creation.
Facts.
But like in doing that, your vision for how those things are going to come to life and how they're going to look and how they're going to feel.
I like that question. I feel like with my vision, I just want to be able to express my individuality and have that inspire others to be themselves as well. Because my sole purpose in doing what I do is driven off the fact that I'm different, and not different as I'm better or I'm of a bigger stature than anyone.
Right.
But just noticing that I come from a different background than some people, and some people have never seen someone like me do certain things. So when I take photos or when I pose or when I do videos or I make graphics, it all stems from the things that I'm seeing, the things that I'm experiencing, and that type of stuff. Just really wanting to just show people that it's more than what they see. Because I feel like it's a lot of people that just see the same like 5 things every day. They go on social media, they see a nice car, they see a pretty girl, they go to school, they go home, and it just repeats. So if I can show some people that it's more than just those same, like couple things.
You just gonna rip off that Lil Wayne verse and not give him no credit or nothing?
That literally was off
that
my
Lil Wayne verse?
top.
When he said he was like, I feel big, but not in stature. It's like
That may have been Lil Wayne. He just so deep into my brain, I don't know. It might have been. But it's just really just showing my difference. So it's really like I would say like the style is ever evolving somewhat like my brand. Like one day you might see something a little grunge, next day you might see something real colorful. And I'm not, it works in all mediums. Like one of the biggest quotes that I've been really just harping on is the fact that I lived through various mediums of which I cannot identify as my current self. Basically meaning.
Explain.
Basically meaning
Sounds
like.
he has a pronoun.
Whoa. Basically meaning like myself right now, I can't describe to you what I'm doing because like I'm just in the process of doing it now. Maybe like when I'm sleeping and I'm reflecting, I can tell you, okay, this is how I was feeling and this is how I was thinking, and this is the actions that I took to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I'll be at school and I'll be feeling one way, and then I'll go home and I feel another way. I'm here, I feel a whole different way. So it's various different mediums that I feel like I express myself through.
You know what I think I'd like to see?
What's that?
I don't know. Just like a vlog off of you. You know, like literally just like when you're sitting there editing photos or you're doing something, you're deep in thought, and you have a real thought, you know, like a deep thought. Just get you a little tripod, set your camera up at an angle. It don't gotta be lit no kind of way, but as long as they can just kind of see your face a little bit, turn that thing on and just sit down and just let it record until you forget about it. And then when that thought comes to you, just verbalize it and talk about that thought and get into it, you know, and just a little 2-minute blurb, you know, about it, and then go back and scrub the footage and look at it and say, oh, there's that spot, you know, and then just cut it, paste it.
That's definitely something like that I've been wanting to do, because lately I've just been trying to tell myself like break that uncomfortable barrier, just like getting on camera, doing certain things, because that's really where I see myself. Like people like Cujo, like they really inspire me to get in front of the camera and do certain stuff.
He's on fire.
Yeah, that boy going crazy right now.
He is.
But like
Good
that's
for him,
really
though.
Like when I was a little kid, I was always dancing. I was always like doing like stuff like that. So I feel like as I got older, I kind of was like, all right, I'm gonna be a cool guy. I'm gonna just like be behind the scenes. But now I'm more so
trying
changing.
to be Fonzie.
Yeah, like
well, we get that reference. You might not.
Nah, I don't at all. I do not.
Johnny Bravo.
Okay, got you there.
Enough about you. Let's talk about me.
I'm a little too young for that one.
You don't remember Johnny Bravo?
Nah.
Powerpuff Girls? You don't remember that at all?
Vaguely.
Oh my Jesus!
You have to remember. You probably saw a rerun.
We got to get him on the Cartoon Network rerun.
Well,
He doesn't.
What year were you born?
2007.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
He's not that like.
Just
He's
saying.
never been like into superheroes or nothing like that, like cartoons.
Well, superheroes usually don't watch other superheroes.
Ew.
Hey, I never thought about it like that. Never thought about it like that.
Just the ego. I'm just stroking the ego. Man. I'm trying to get, when you go up, just don't forget about the little people. That's
Look,
all
I
I'm
promise
saying.
every one of y'all like that's been a part
I
of
don't
the
care
journey.
about nobody else. Just remember, and all I want you to do is come back on the show.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
it.
Definitely
That's
gonna do
it.
that.
That's it.
And enlighten other people.
Oh, for sure,
Most
absolutely.
definitely.
And that's one thing, like I said, that I think that people could learn is your journey. I don't know much about your journey. You kind of alluded to some stuff, and
It's a long journey.
it was a trouble. You said it was a trouble
Yeah,
path.
it was troubled,
and
and
you're doing well. but-
Yeah, I had to straighten some things out.
yeah. Well, I think we all. Well, not all of us go through certain things, but
Yeah.
sort of similar. But I definitely think that a lot of younger folks, people coming up in the game right now, people that are into the same things you're into, that like your style, they, whether you believe it or not, you most likely are influencing those people.
For sure.
Right.
You
Preach
most
that all the
likely
time.
have people that are looking up to you.
Yeah, I actually have like it's cool now because like I feel like I got into a certain point where people are like somewhat knowing me. Like I went to a football game the other week, and it was two schools that I regularly don't shoot. So I was really going thinking I wouldn't know anybody. I was gonna just be solo. But for the majority, like everybody's like, "Oh, I already follow you." Like I'll be networking, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
And he's just now saying it. Like back before, we'd be at a football game and I'd be in the stands and he's on the field, and people go, "Oh, that's 2X," and I'll go, "How y'all know my son?"
Yeah.
Like, and I asked him, I was like, "Do you know that person?" Like, no. Like, well, they know you. So.
Must have been a female.
Yep.
Hey, man, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I'm telling you. We won't talk about what we talked about last time, your girlfriend.
Well, that doesn't
Whichever one.
exist.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought it was really funny how slick he was popping in on the comments.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, he's slick. But now we got him under fire.
Oh yeah,
he's here.
Right in the,
he's right here.
Right in the crosshair.
That's right.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's all about you now. Well, and I am really glad that he decided to allow you.
Yeah. And that's really what happened. Like
time.
honestly, that's what happened. Like I was like, that's kind of cool. I would do that. And he was like, I don't know that.
Let me do this first.
Yeah, let me do that. But then he was like, you know what? We got to do it together because it's
got
cool.
to.
So I was like, all right,
yeah.
cool. So
for sure, you got to.
Because I try to let him, have his own wave. I don't want to interrupt his wave. And then like a lot of times,
part of his wave.
Kind of. I'm the driver.
Definitely part of the wave.
I'm just the driver.
Foundation of the wave for sure.
Well, I think like that because like I said, I had a troubled past. Like I was rebellious a lot. And I found I was rebellious because I thought differently. It wasn't because I just wanted to be anti. It was just I thought differently.
Right.
So, that's the one thing I noticed, with both my kids. On the outside, if people dealt with something I dealt with, well, they're being rebellious. No, they're trying to see the circle. They're trying to see the full circle. And they don't see it yet. So that's the type of
pushing
thing
the boundaries.
Yeah,
see how far they can push it before it breaks.
Sometimes they can see the end, and then they back off.
Yeah.
Sometimes they see the end of the ledge and they go, okay, I don't want to step over there.
Yeah, it's dangerous on that ledge.
Yeah.
Because he's usually at the ledge.
Oh yeah, I've been to the ledge and been back.
All right.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes like it's on my chest to be a rule breaker.
Yeah.
It was a video I watched actually. It was a photographer when I was like really amateur. It was like probably like a couple months into like shooting. I was watching this video and this dude was like, yeah, like rule number 1, be a rule breaker. You have to force your way into certain situations. And that like quote has just been stuck in my head like from that moment. Like I'll be at school and they'll be like, take your hood off. And I'm like, no.
And then I say, take your hood off.
Because all right,
the thing about being a rule breaker, you have to learn the rule first.
Right.
And then you break the rule.
Yeah.
And like with art, it's just like that. Like, you like Picasso and stuff like that. He knew what his style was because he knew it wasn't.
There's certain rules to break and certain rules that you ought not break.
Yep.
Take the hoodie off when you take the hoodie. Now, if it's something with that, break all the rules.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a piece of advice. I think it's weird. It's like there's some kind of international photography wit, that's just running around touching all of us. Because, like, I had the same type of thing. This guy, he is at Blue Strobe Photo on Instagram. Fantastic photographer. But I reached out to him, and he, we talked back and forth. At one point, I almost had him on the podcast, so I might have him, but he's in Colorado, so it'll be like a Zoom, type of thing. But at any rate, that was one. He said, learn all the functions on your camera, learn how to do everything exactly the way they tell you to do it. And then he said, take that book with all them rules and throw that shit out the window and just do whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
And he's like, that's how I do shit. And he's like, if you stick to status quo, it's good when you're learning. When you're fresh and you're learning how to do something.
Facts.
Yes, stay by the book.
Yeah.
But when you learn the book, throw that junk out.
You do what you want.
100%. So, okay, so we talked about your vlog. I hope to see a daily vlog. Maybe not daily, maybe weekly.
Something.
Or just whenever you feel like it.
That's definitely in the making now.
I can tell you because I've started thinking about doing that more as well, just popping that thing on and just being silly. Like I turned on my camera this morning. I was at work in my truck and I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'll just do a little something and be stupid. I'm like eating I did 2 of them because I was like eating my breakfast or lunch or whatever. It was 9 o'clock, so for me getting up at 2. 9 o'clock's lunch.
And people are interested in that. I don't know why.
They want to watch. What are you doing right now?
But yeah, that's what it is. Like that part of social media and me doesn't connect. Like I don't understand that part for some reason. But I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't to me. I don't know.
It don't make sense to me either. Like how and the gaming thing is really doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
Honestly, like
what?
you're what? What you mean what?
Yo.
You heard what I said.
I know what he's gonna say. I already know.
Well,
You're gonna watch somebody play the game.
Yeah, well, you just play the game.
Just play the game. That's how we grew up.
Bro.
You know, we grew up with one memory card. You know,
Right.
you know.
I didn't even know what a memory card was.
Sometimes we didn't have a memory card. You know,
I had
we
a floppy
to play it.
disk.
I've never seen one of those before.
Are you playing Oregon Trail?
Hey, we won't talk about that.
I watch I watch video game streams because like the games that I choose to play are a lot of strategy, like really in-depth shooters. So I want to learn how they're getting all their loot and all their kills and everything. So,
but when I was growing up, it was a sense of pride in doing these. The only thing we had like that, we had Game Pro magazine. So Game Pro, you could learn the cheats and stuff. You know.
See, did you play a lot of games back then?
I did to an extent. I didn't because I didn't have a lot of video games.
Yeah, me neither.
But like when I got older, like it was a teenager, I did. When I was younger, I played like Mario and Super Nintendo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, when I became a teenager, you know, I was able to do stuff on my own. You know.
Yeah, I'll never forget because like I'm come from the era of. I was a kid. Nobody had personal home computers.
Yep.
In their house.
I was lucky.
Yeah, my friend down the street got a Commodore 64. That was like one of the first in-home computers. Yep. Basically, it's an Apple now, I think, but or IBM or whatever. But yeah, it's. Is
that Atari Commodore? I thought.
No, it was a computer.
Yeah, I mean Atari had computers too, didn't it?
No, this wasn't an Atari. This was like an actual computer. But it had the DOS screen. Yeah. Couldn't do nothing on it. We had a big old book about this thick, and it had code. And we would sit there for all day and type a code just to watch a line bounce like this. And then it was gone, and we had to do it all over again. And I was like,
my dad would
coolest
bring
thing ever, man.
Strange stuff home. I kid you not, we probably had one. Like it was one, I don't know what store closed or what happened, but we had like 6 gaming computers. And my mom, she was a teacher, so she'd bring home like the Apple Macs and stuff. And the I think the best one we had like Windows 92 or something like that. I don't think it was 95. It was before Windows 95.
Was the shit. That's when it really hit.
That was like we had every weird outdated machine available at the time. I don't know why. I don't know where my dad was getting this stuff from, but we had them all for some reason. Yeah, I did.
Just fell off the back of the truck, son. Don't worry about it. No, I all those crazy, and half of those things nobody even remembers. You know, the little Ataris and all that stuff. I didn't get a Nintendo till I didn't get it. My stepdad got it.
Yeah.
For him. And he was like, "You don't touch this thing." It sat there for a year.
He's playing Tecmo Bowl and he's just sitting there.
No, not even that. It was Duck Hunt and Mario. That was the only 2 games that he bought. I mean, it was all on one cartridge.
Yeah, I remember. I had that. I actually had Nintendo with Duck Hunt Mario.
For y'all that don't know what we're talking about, get on YouTube and Google
I'm just imagining like.
I had a long controller with a little knob like this. I play. It was Cubert. You had what was it?
Pong, hockey.
Yeah,
all the line games.
Oh my God. There was one I can't remember what it was called, but it was this crazy bird that would run off screen. And then it would come back around the other screen, the other side of the screen. It would just, and I don't even remember what it was called. But, dude, now I can't even play video games. I can't.
That's how I feel. You know, I can, but, you know, it'd be like out of the blue. He'll be sitting there one day. I'm like, hey, get up, finna whip your ass in Madden. And it's like a challenge, you know, like challenge. So, you know, we both hyped in, you know, you gonna beat me in, beat you. And then, you know, I'll play one game and that's it, I'm done. But 4... we play all day.
Yeah.
You're like, what? You beat me? No, you gonna play again. It's not no more. It's like, okay, I'm done. My attention span is not there anymore.
Yeah, and it's too much stuff happening all at once. That like first person view, like I can't take it. My daughter played that Call of Duty.
Yeah. Can't play it.
And she played where the view is where all you see is your gun. That's her view.
That was my whole childhood.
Yeah, and she would go. I would watch her.
Not my whole childhood.
And like literally, my brain would start hurting.
He can. Like I hear his thumbs just.
Yeah,
that's how he plays. I'm like, what the?
Like, how do y'all not? Like,
I can't see the people.
That's what I say too. I can't see the people.
I see them, and she's.
I used to play.
Put a hole in her head.
Like Rainbow Six and Navy SEAL SOCOM was my favorite one because I had the headset. Because I thought the headset was the thing. Well, Contra too, but
up, down.
Unlimited fire.
It was 30 lives. It wasn't unlimited.
Oh, well.
But you only needed 30 to get through.
Yeah, I can't do it when I can't see myself. I don't know how you control both sticks and make somebody do something. It's all training, though. One day he's going to, like, run a robot or something.
Oh, it's coming.
They link being good at video games with good hand-eye coordination as well.
That is true.
I've heard that. There are other things you can do, though.
Yeah, there is. No, for sure.
Yeah.
My very first game was the first Call of Duty. It was Call of Duty World War II. And my dad actually played with me. I remember that. And it was on like a PS2.
Yeah, I remember that game.
And I was like probably like 10. But
it looked super real at the time.
Yeah.
And the bullets were flying.
Yeah, now I play Escape from Tarkov on a $2,700 gaming computer, which is like there's like 1,000 different rounds that you can use in it. It's very in depth.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Pretty soon they're gonna just have a little chip in your head.
Whoa.
Yep.
And you just be able to access. So it'd be like a real like AR and all that stuff, like
Neuralink.
augmented reality. Have you heard about
I
that?
was gonna say Elon Musk is already
Neuralink.
making that happen.
Yeah.
We'll see it in our lifetime.
You won't
I'm
need
sure.
that. You'll have like a 100 megapixel sensor inside your eyeball, and you just go.
It's like Google glasses. Have you seen those before?
Yeah, they came and went. Are they still around?
No, they got discontinued. I wanted a pair though. I still want a pair.
Yeah, they tried. They really did.
They have other brands out, but they're not the same.
Yeah, I saw they made some kind of weird, it's like some kind of thing that goes over your eye for motorcycles that hooks to your helmet and it just lands right in front of your eye. It literally looks like the you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, the thing.
And they got the power reader.
Yep.
It's like that, but not that big. But it's just a little
Yeah.
thing, and you can see like your speed and all that shit.
That's dope.
I would get
That'd be
distracted.
too distracting.
Yeah,
I'm
I would-
already having
I
a
would
hard time
crash.
looking for idiots on the road. Like
Yeah.
And then you see something weird, like you're playing Pokemon and you know it now. Pokemon just crawls through your eyeball.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Jarvis from Iron Man, I don't want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like integrated into the
In the
whole
suit, you know,
seat
into
shield
you.
of the
That's
helmet.
how I
Yeah.
want to use it, though. That's why I want the Google one, because I want to, hey, Google, how long is it going to take me to get to Orange Park today?
They just actually,
Unfortunately.
I just saw something on the traffic, man. I just saw something on X now where they're actually coming out with they look like regular readers, but they have screens on them.
Yeah, they have a pair. Vuzix makes a pair.
Yeah.
Apple actually, I don't know if they
Oculus
made it. Yeah,
goggles.
And then I think
Well, not
Vive.
those.
Is
Well, Oculus
Vive
is-
still around? That was,
I don't know about that
I
one.
think it's called the Vive.
I think Oculus Rift is like their most popular Oculus brand or something like that. But and then I know Apple just dumped like a couple billion into their VR. Like
Yeah, they're always behind.
Yeah,
They're behind.
Yeah.
Like, how would you integrate that into your life, man? All that AR shit and like VR stuff.
I
How
would
you
just
gonna-
ride with the wave, really.
Yeah.
Just see, like, I just have to see what it was to it, how it goes, what's what. Yeah, and then just make it my own
Yeah.
in a way. Like, I just see, like, okay, this is what people like. This is what I like. Connect.
True.
I was watching a movie with my daughter.
Yeah.
What was it called? Where it was pretty much like it was about a singer. Alicia, if you are looking, please send the name of the movie.
Hit it in the comments.
and she pretty much had like social media like that, like it was just all in her brain, and she just brought it up.
Was it like a Black Mirror show?
No.
Or was this a cartoon?
She was telling me
It was a
about this, too.
cartoon. I think it was called Blue.
This is like an anime?
Yeah. Come on, Alicia, help me out.
I'm trying. I love anime. My brain's rolling right now. Is it Blue Visions? I don't know.
It was like a female singer, and it was like she was fighting against the people trying to make her live her life the way she wanted to live it, and she comes out of it or something. I can't remember, but it was just like that. It was that whole. That's how I see the technology taking over. Like, we're gonna have some glasses on eventually, and then instead of you like having all this equipment, it's gonna do all that for you. It's gonna be, you're just gonna vlog right there and just go, today I'm
Bell.
Yes, thank you, Alicia.
There you go. Ew.
Yeah, I actually thought about that. Like, excuse me, all that coffee. at one point when I had one of my other podcasts that I used to do, I was like, dude, we need to get like the goggles and go into AR or VR and set up like a VR room and make VR characters, and we'll have all the mics and everything running into the VR. So it sounds good, and then we just have basically a little cartoon character versions
metaverse.
of us. That would be so fire, and people could come, like literally come inside the room and sit next to us and talk. Yeah. And we could just, hey, what's up, man? You know, just talk to people.
That would be dope.
And then one day fill up a whole virtual theater.
Facts.
That'd
be pretty cool, huh?
That would be rad.
It sounds like a Zoom meeting.
I bet 10 years. I bet 10 years from now that'll be almost a norm, though, in some sense.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Too late. I wrote it down already.
There's already podcasters out there doing stuff like that.
I bet there is.
Oh yeah, and the YouTube
AI is so crazy. Like it can do anything. Like I get inspired from it. Sometimes I think, well, like I want to make my own music the way I want to hear it. Like sometimes I hear a song and I'm like, what if this person was on it instead of that person? And now with AI, we can probably do it.
For sure you can.
Or you can add somebody. Let's say you want to hear the OJs, but also put like Tyler the Creator on the song.
You can make
you could probably mash that together. And
you can make them sing anything you want. You can have like Katy Perry singing a freaking James Brown song or something, you know. I mean, like
but it's more tailored to what the person, and like kind of that would be the next wave of music to me, because like, you know, everybody
AI generated.
You can make the song the way you want to make it, and then it'll get popular from what you want to make it. You know what I mean?
Well, nowadays you don't even have to really have any talent. You can just go into the AI and just type in, write me a song.
Yeah, write me a song.
Facts.
Or an essay.
And it'll just
Yo.
I would like to see something like that. I might work on that tonight.
Do it. Yeah. Just watch out for that Chat GPT. That one right there is going. That's the Cyberdyne. That's the one. It's going to take over.
I was using that earlier today.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, I use that all the time.
Well, I was watching an interview with the. And this is how it's going to go, folks. You just got, we're just having a conversation now. We're just chilling now. We got the skinny on these two, but we're just chilling. Don't tune out though, because it could get interesting. It could get really interesting. And if you have any questions, please shoot them into the live comments. I was watching an interview with like one of the creators of the Chat GPT, and he was saying like, in 1 year, like. He broke down the numbers. I can't give them to you because I'm a dummy. I forgot already. But basically, he's saying in 5 years, they've gone from ChatGPT's version 1 to 5.
Yeah.
And it's like 100 times smarter than
4.
the smartest human. 4? Is it 4?
It's at 4.5 right now.
Okay, so it's almost a 5. But it's saying that its IQ is like, what's the highest IQ? Like 160?
I don't know. Like I thought 200.
We'll say 200.
I don't know.
I don't know. Don't drag me.
My IQ's not that high. So
no, it's not.
Don't even ask me.
But the average person is like what, 90 to 100. I think a genius is like 140 or 160, something like that. And this thing is like 180.
Yeah.
In like 5 years.
You know what it reminds me of though, and I'm gonna show my age right here. Do you remember when Watson was first a thing?
Watson.
It was like Watson was the first supercomputer, and it was so big, like it actually went on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Remember
they took up that whole room.
Yeah, but no, not that one.
Okay, that was the first computer.
Not the one from the Dinosaur Rangers. Not the one you had the clay tablets you put in there.
Right.
Not that one. But this one, it was a big giant computer. I think IBM built it, and it answered questions. So you could ask it things and it answered, and they actually put it up against people on Jeopardy and stuff.
Oh wow!
And this was probably maybe 10 years ago.
It's 2010. It says Watson was created as a question-answering computing system that IBM built to apply advanced natural language processing, information retrieval, knowledge representation, automated reasoning, and machine learning technologies to the field of opening domain question answering. So it's basically a virtual host.
It's basically what ChatGPT is now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
ChatGPT is about a million times.
And they had that in 2010.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's what,
like,
you know,
13 years.
It reminded me of that. So it was like, you know, that stuff has been around. You know, like
it has, and they've been evolving it.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't see it by the time we're, you know, maybe your grandkids will, you know.
Yeah.
It'll be Skynet walking around. I mean, they already got the damn robots. What is that
the Chargers
company?
game?
Huh?
You
Oh,
talking about the AI bots at the Chargers game?
I didn't
that
see
was just
that.
AI. That wasn't robots, was it?
Yeah, it was actual robots.
It was
Yeah.
robots generated with AI, like powered by AI with their personality.
It was just
Yeah.
chilling in the stands.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah.
did see that. I did see
Yeah.
that.
You want to talk about normalization of something?
Yeah,
You're doing it there, folks.
Yeah, I gotta hook up that
Ooh.
video feed so we could pull up
Yeah.
stuff.
I have to make an interjection.
Please do.
I was just thinking about this
Denied.
because I seen you had Tay on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her work is like amazing.
She
I
is.
hope she's at collab tomorrow, cause that'll be my first time talking to her. But like I've seen her stuff, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like,
Dude.
like she is nice.
She crushes.
Like
Yeah.
I just need to meet her. I just had to say that because like I was just
Taylor, if
thinking,
you're still watching, he's looking for you.
'cause I just got to thinking for a
You'll
second.
never find.
She's very reachable. She's very easy to talk to.
Approachable.
Yeah. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I lost my thesaurus today. No, but she's very approachable. You could speak to her. She's not like, you know, when I first saw her work, I told her this, and she was like, oh yay, but like literally, I'm like, that's you're just when you look at someone's work, you're like, this is an evolved person. They're doing something that I can't do.
Right, and I felt that same feel. I was like, yo, like I've seen regular images that are stunning, and I see her stuff, and it's just like this is like otherworldly. Like
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
is
like
this?
what planet did you travel to take that picture?
Facts.
Right.
And it's like, how do you, I don't even understand how she like comes up with like how to like do the shadows and highlights in Photoshop, like how to do that.
Well, I will tell you, if you watched that episode, plug, go watch the Taylor Gore episode. But yeah, she went to school.
Really?
Yeah. You know, she did a lot of art school, and you know, I think she was
She was a
my brain has just farted. It's gone.
like a computer designer almost.
Yeah, graphic
designer.
Yeah,
Okay,
she did graphic design. She's done a lot of jobs.
She did it for like 4 years in college, I think she said.
Yeah, I think before that she was, you know, like she went to like an art school.
Did she go to SCAD?
I have no idea. I can't remember. But she was not. I don't think she's from here. So she's been all over the place. She's. She said she was an Army brat, right?
Yeah, she was in like New York, South
Yeah,
Carolina,
yeah.
or something like that.
So
Are you
she's
from
from
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why is that? Why
You're
is that
like
weird?
unique.
I am. I am.
Yeah, not too many people that I meet, you know,
Are
are
from
actually
here.
from Jacksonville.
Man, I
Some
was
people-
born and raised. I think I was born in Memorial Hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that. My mom don't watch this, so I ain't gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, everybody I meet, you know, they're from like me. I'm from Georgia. Like,
Okay.
I was born in Atlanta, lived in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And
My grandparents were from Georgia, so
Yeah.
yeah.
my dad moved down here, and we followed him down here.
Yeah.
So.
It's not a bad place to be.
It's not. I love it here. I
Yeah.
honestly think it's like the most diverse place ever. Like I've been to New York, I've been to like Louisiana and stuff. I feel like Jacksonville is pretty diverse.
Oh yeah, it's
Like-
coming up. I mean, it's such a big area, and there's so many people packed in here. You know, it's like the new LA.
Yep.
Getting there.
No, that place has like, I think it was. There's more people in LA in this small area than there are in the entire of Australia.
Oh wow.
I want to say there's like 20 million or something like that in that place. Yeah.
That's
I don't know if
great.
it's just LA or like the whole California, but like there's more people.
Well, California's pretty big.
Yeah,
California's
but
probably
Australia.
Australia.
Mm,
Well, with the maps, maps are crazy because the
yeah.
countries aren't the right size. so-
Right.
3.9 million.
3.9.
Wow.
Yeah, I was wrong. But yeah, there's more people living there than there are in the entirety of Australia. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But how many
crazy.
people are in Jacksonville? Look that up.
Like
Google
3
that.
million or
Let's see.
something.
I know we're high on population. We're definitely high on land mass. We're
Yeah.
like the, if not the first, the second.
One of the
city
most-
land mass.
Behind Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, as
I
far as
believe. Yeah, we're second as far as land mass.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, the most troubling thing for me in Jacksonville, this is one of my biggest cons. Okay, is the fact that everything is fucking so spread out.
I love that though.
Do you like it?
Let me tell you why.
Okay, please do.
So
950,000, by the way, in Jacks.
Huh.
if you are, I'll go back to my younger days. I used to club hop.
Okay.
If you are, let's say on the west side, club scene's not kind of good. Let's try the other one across town. Yeah, it's a little ride, but it may be like the best thing in the world. I don't really like that one. I don't like the clubs on this side. Let's go on the other side.
Go to the beaches.
Yeah, we'll go to the beaches. We like it out here, And
Yeah.
then next weekend we do it all again. You can, you find your fun.
Yeah.
It's so many things to do.
I guess, man.
That
but
is fun to me.
It's just so.
And you
spread
run
out.
into all different crowds. When you go to the beach, you got surfer guys and like people who live out of the beach,
Yeah.
rich kids and all that. Then you go on the west side, you got kind of like the almost industrial type families and stuff out there and stuff. So it's
So you club
different.
hopped.
All the time.
Yeah.
What clubs do you go to, man?
A lot.
Are they open still?
No, not at all. Not at all.
But
That's why I'm trying to-
295 is 61 miles long. So that's a big,
Yeah.
like going around the city, 61 miles.
they're gonna change the name, or they're talking about changing the name.
295.
Yep.
To what?
Jimmy Buffett. What was it? Jimmy Buffett Expressway or something like that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, A1A,
Oh
not
my
not
God,
well.
why?
295 is not A1A, but
No.
yeah.
I get
A1A is
A1A because
Yeah.
that leads down to Key West.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Interesting.
Is it raining?
It might be.
Oh my.
I hear rain.
it did
is-
earlier.
yeah,
On my
it's-
side.
Oh, yeah, it's raining out there.
Okay, good. We got a little ambience going.
Nice.
That's
There you
good. I've never really been a fan of clubs.
Yeah.
Unless
Clubs,
I
Me
bars.
either, bro. Like oh god, like
Clubs, bars, all that. And like when I was younger, if there was something to do, I was there. You know,
Yeah.
I was like everywhere, but
Yeah.
not no more.
well, you're a different generation, obviously. You
And
know?
you're 16.
Huh?
facts. I can't even get into it.
You
That
can't
was
even
the
get into the
joke.
club. He's talking about I don't even like
Oh,
clubs
yeah,
for real, y'all.
That was the joke.
I mean, there are
Oh, just wait.
aren't there any clubs that are like under 18? Like they're like
Nah.
they don't serve alcohol. They
What are you
just-
going to skate station?
Yeah, they do have some.
That's
But-
funny. I've been offered like it's
Yeah.
been like a plethora of clients. I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna be at this club. Like come shoot me at this club. Bro, I'm 16.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh no, I can get you in. I'm like, okay, I'm cool. Like I
Yeah.
like my life.
Yeah.
I don't want to. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Those aren't. See, you don't break all the rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got the.
I done
sense-
touched the stove a couple times.
Yeah, I imagine you have.
Literally.
I imagine you have, yeah, no doubt.
Literally, yeah.
And the iron and everything.
That
else
was his
hot.
first lesson I think I ever taught him.
Yeah. You taught him that, or the stove did?
Both.
I remember
You
that.
just
day
kind of let the
perfectly.
stove do its thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a funny experience.
I was like, hot. He said, hot. And then I was like, touch it.
Oh, you let him touch
yeah.
it. You told him to touch
and
it.
then he touched it and he said, hot.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that.
See, my youngest, I was ironing. I used to wear a shirt and tie to work every day, and I was ironing. and I left my iron sitting on
That's
the
a
board
different
like that.
scene.
Yeah.
You in a certain tie.
I'm telling you,
Couldn't see it
no
now.
beard, shaved, hair tight, high and tight. But yeah, I was a different person, and I was probably about 60 pounds heavier too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
big boy.
office life
Big
will
boy.
definitely do it to you.
Oh yeah, but I was ironing. I left it up there, and she went over there, and she was too far away for me to grab her little hand. But she
No.
went up there and just went high five. Man, sometimes you gotta touch the stove.
Yeah. That's a good life lesson.
It sure is.
Sometimes you gotta touch the stove.
Yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna learn if it's good or bad?
Facts.
But I was gonna ask you, but God darn, what was I gonna ask you? Something about clubs, but not clubs, but you said you were different than most other people your age.
Mhm.
You don't think the same.
Correct.
But so like when everybody else is at parties, house parties, doing this and that, what's old Kris doing?
I actually had an experience like this the other weekend.
Does
But
Dad know about this?
yeah. So honestly, I just
And it's not like he hasn't tried to be the life of the party
Okay.
before.
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess he
I
just
just
figured
kind of
out
grew
that's
out
not
of
for
it.
him.
It's not my calling. Like
Yeah.
I have moments where I'm like, oh, I want to go do something, go like kind of just kind of float around
and relax.
I don't think
wild
say
out.
relax. I'll say more wild out.
Wild
out.
Do some.
But it's different than
whatever.
where your headspace is.
He just
going.
wants to do some hood rat shit with his hood rat friends. That's what I would tell my mom.
That is
Yeah.
exactly the movie that was playing in my head.
There you go.
But honestly, it just comes down to like, okay, like, what am I really gaining from doing certain things? You know, like going out partying. Like, I've been to a couple parties, of which I've gained some very, how can I put this? Very good knowledge about why I shouldn't be going to parties.
Yeah.
But nah, honestly, like when I see all my peers, you know, doing their thing, it's like, okay, that's y'all. I just think about like how I could use that to monetize, because it's like, you're gonna go get drunk, you're gonna, you know, want to look rich, you're gonna like book me as your photographer, and I'm gonna take pictures of you just doing all type of stuff. And you know, I get to be surrounded around that little environment, but then I'm also not putting myself in any type of danger. Because at the end of the day, that's all I really care about. Like, growing up and kind of seeing, okay, this is what really goes down at parties. You know, it was just like, all right, I don't want to put my life in danger, so let me just kind of think of a way to enjoy myself.
Then he's gonna turn 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of led me to another question. Do you think that you have, since you've been doing this and been content creating and doing all these types of things, do you think you've given up some of your, you know, I will say childhood, but I mean some of your young adult years to this? You know, some of the time that you could have spent, like you see your friends out kicking it, you know, doing all their shit, and you're in there like editing video and photos.
Well, honestly, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna get all the time that I feel like I would lose, like that I could be partying and do something. Like if I handle what I gotta handle now, I could do all of that later. So
of course,
you know, and then I look at it like, you know, they're having fun, but I'm doing something that actually means something to me. So it's like, I used to get kind of upset about it, because I was like, I want to be like everybody else. I want to, you know, look like I'm this, and I, to an extent, kind of did. Like when I was making my music, people was like, oh yeah, we love it, and I kind of seen like the reality of how people are.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, we like you when you're up, you're nothing when you're down. No shot to anybody at all. Just, you know, that's just how life works. But I kind of recognized that and was like, all right, I'm not really the person to be like out and about doing certain stuff. This is really what I should be doing, creating stuff, expressing myself. Because if I'm not expressing myself, who is? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Need a hug, bro?
Not at the
Hug
moment.
it out.
Not at the moment.
Oh, he went serious. Man.
Sometimes.
Don't touch him right now.
Sometimes, but not at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel that, man. So basically, no regrets.
Yeah.
I mean, no regrets.
Yeah. The example that happened the other week, like I had a Friday, was nothing going on, no football, and nothing. And I was like, all right, I'm trying to see what's up. Like, what's good? Nobody, like the one time I wanted to do something, nobody was doing nothing.
You think that's because they're used to, when they do ask you, you're like, listen, I got some.
Yeah, like they don't even like I don't even.
I feel that.
Have like, you know what I'm saying, certain people to hit up like, all right, let's go party.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna have to find people that are in your wheelhouse.
Facts.
Like the people that collab, like the, you know, other content creators, other people, other photographers.
And then that day I was gonna go chill with Cujo, but it was just like he was all the way in St. John's and I'm on the south side, and that's like
too much.
Yeah.
Dad said no.
But
exactly what happened.
What I ended up doing though, I just was making music, just chilling, creating. I actually like found, like, I was upset for a little bit, but I kind of found some joy in it, like just chilling with myself.
Yeah.
So it was
you
like,
created something instead of maybe getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw that. Is it Oktoberfest at Jack's Beach? Are they doing that this weekend?
I think so. I think I heard somebody talk
I've been
about
down there a couple
I saw
times.
Russell
Pretty
was
fun.
so seen it. He talking about who's
Speaking
coming
of
down.
Russell,
Huh?
Speaking of Russell, he said building your future is way more worth it.
Well,
Plenty of time for the good times.
Would you look at that?
No
We just started
regrets.
talking about him. He pops up in the comments.
He said no regrets.
That's right. No regrets.
regrets.
But he said something about going down there on Saturday night out to, you know, I might roll out there and see what's up. You know, that's one of my passions is like shooting live music. You know,
I'm gonna be shooting a
love
concert this Saturday.
that. Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great, man. That's I like you. I don't want to limit myself to just weddings or portraits or, you know, whatever. You know, I want to be able to shoot whatever I want to shoot. And I love being a musician. I love shooting. I like going to see a band.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite band?
Like of all time,
Yes,
or
of
like
all time.
locally?
Of all time.
311.
Ew.
Never heard.
You don't know
them.
311?
311 Incubus.
Let's see, 311. They sing like "Amber is the color of the energy."
Oh.
No,
Never heard
not
it.
drawn. It's they use a lot of their music in like movies and shit. But
Okay.
they were like some of the first people to do like the rap and the rock together.
Mm.
Oh, kind of like what's his face? God darn it.
Almost like Limp Bizkit.
I was
Little
gonna say Limp
bit.
Bizkit. I was gonna say
Or like Beastie Boys.
Moby, kind of. Or
Kind of. But there's like two. I mean, they're good. They're all just really good musicians, and that's
Yeah.
why I like the band so much.
Yeah.
Mm.
Really don't care for the you know. I
The
just
words,
listen.
you
I
like
listen to the music.
instruments.
Have you seen some of Aaron Berkshire's like live shots?
Mm-mm.
Bro, he's like my favorite photographer of all time, and he's like based here.
I think you talked about him last time, and I told you I was
Yeah.
gonna look him up, and I damn sure didn't.
I'm gonna definitely send you his work.
Send me the link. Yeah, for sure.
Like he's also a LCC for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
But he tours with different bands and stuff like that. So he posts some like a reel the other day. It was like just
I'm gonna laugh because he's probably got some funky handle, and it's not his name, so I probably follow him already.
I think it's actually Aaron Berkshire.
Oh,
official.
okay. No, I
Yep.
don't remember seeing that. Then. But yeah, I think it's fantastic, man. I think being in that moment, being in that and capturing the heat of that moment,
Facts.
that's fantastic. I mean, that's where my mind goes, man. I'm like, I'm ready to go shoot some shit right now.
I love music though, man. Like especially live music. I love live instruments.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
No, I mean, and the way I am, dude, I don't have. There ain't no like worst band or worst
Yeah.
musicians or anything like. I love all music,
Yeah.
even country.
I like a little country, some
Little bit,
things,
little bit.
and not even the poppy country. Sometimes some songs like George Strait I used to listen
Yeah.
to sometimes.
Like the old school, like you can hear that steel, that
Yeah.
dobro, that
Yeah,
steel
you can hear
guitar, in the
that
back.
banjo.
Oh yeah, the banjo and the fiddle.
Yeah, and the fiddle.
Dang. Takes me back to being in the truck with my granddad. He always listened to that shit, you know. But
I have
yeah.
experiences like that. I'll hear a song sometimes, and I'll hear the actual. Like I hear maybe on a commercial or something. Or one of my memories is being somewhere with my mom, and back in the day when you had to go to buildings to pay bills and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're in the waiting room, like something else y'all have never experienced, where we're waiting for hours for my mom to pay a bill, and they were playing Hall & Oates. And I didn't know that was Hall & Oates.
Because your kiss.
Yeah, they were playing like Sarah, and
Oh, I love
like
that song. You
I
start
do
singing?
too.
You start singing
It came on out of nowhere one day. I think I was listening to Pandora or something, and I almost cried. I was like, "Why do I love this song?"
You know where they get us, man?
What's that?
The Muzak in the grocery stores.
That too.
Because they play all the shit we listen to.
Yeah, that too. But I don't think they play the older songs in grocery
They
stores
do.
no more. They do.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends
Oh,
on,
yeah.
like each store manager can change and have discretion over the channels that they play.
I never.
But
Every time
for
I go in the
sure.
store now, I hear like,
Every store I go into, it seems like they were 80s kids, you know, or
I hear Taylor Swift.
don't-
I had to say it.
I
I'm
try
sorry.
to ignore that one.
Especially right now.
What is
The
going
NFL.
on with that chick? I don't even know. She's dating a football player, and like Taylor Swift people are like talking about how she's bringing him into the spotlight, and then the football people are like, no, he's bringing her into the spotlight. But honestly, it won't matter anyways, because in like a month it'll be over, and she'll write a
Facts.
song about him.
That's literally how she does.
Yeah, Brittany Mahomes ain't too happy.
I heard that.
She's not the spotlight anymore.
I don't
So
know who that is.
that's Patrick Mahomes. That's his wife,
I don't even know
the
who Patrick
quarterback
Mahomes
for
is.
Kansas
See,
City.
I don't watch sports.
Oh,
That's my thing.
well, you would not understand my hat then. Thought you would.
Born
got
to
my
Kill.
hat. You seen that movie though, right?
What's that from?
You know? Anybody know? what
Is
movie
that from? That's not from Jar. No, not from
No.
Jarhead. What am I saying?
Close, not that one though.
Oh, the one with Private Pilot.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
There you go.
okay, yeah.
There you
Full
go.
Metal Jacket.
Yep.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there
been
you
a
go.
long time since I've seen that.
It's
But
like one of
Pile.
my favorite movies.
Is that a jelly donut?
yeah. That's a crazy movie.
It is, but it's like it takes a twist that you don't think it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Like it's like wow. That's an interesting thing. And like I showed it to him because he wanted to be a journalist at one point. So
definitely did.
Still
might be a
journalist. Let me show him this movie.
Have you shown him Saving Private Ryan?
No, I haven't shown him that one yet.
Have you shown him Soothing Private Ryan? Oh, sorry, wrong movie. It's a different movie.
I thought it was Saving Ryan's Privates.
Sorry, we just went way off the. Hope your teachers aren't watching. Anyways,
I don't know about that stuff.
No, I know. I'm just playing. It's all good, man. I'm just joking with you, but he's like, let me just pull his beanie right over my face. He's just now
getting into war movies.
He's so like easily. He just blushed and all kinds of shit.
It's a scene Russell said, "Man, Kris was like 5 when 311 was big."
I have no idea what that is.
Actually, I don't even think Kris was born yet when 311 was big.
When were you born?
07.
311 was out in like 97, I think.
I went to one of the. I first started seeing them in concert. You know, my friend put a tape of theirs in my tape deck in my car in '94, and I never took that tape deck. I took it out of my tape deck, and I watched them live. I followed them around, like when they would come live anywhere near, and I would go see them live. But anyways, they're a good live band. But yeah, he's probably right. They're still around. They're still relevant, but it's whatever.
Yeah, Incubus and them had a joint concert in Tampa like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite type of music.
Like I said, music.
I'm a huge Outkast fan.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like I've been following Outkast since.
I don't follow them, but if a song comes on, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, and that's how I feel too. I'm not ignorant to any music. Like I like all music.
Yeah.
But like, Outkast was like my thing. It felt it described how I felt.
Yeah.
And it like really spoke to me when I was a child.
Yeah.
Because I, like I said, rebellious. So
right.
Outkast is my thing.
One thing about being a child that I miss like that period of time. Not really, but anyway, it's like that period of time when you don't know like what your influence is, so you're just kind of doing stuff, and then you get older and you're like, I used to watch that guy. I used to do that. It's like where does that cycle like start and end? Because like it's so many times I'll just be chilling and I'm like, I used to think that so and so is so cool and this and that, and now it's just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, it ends as you grow. When you start maturing as a human being, the things you liked when you were a kid because everybody else liked it, you may come to realize it's just like food. Yeah. Food tastes different when you're 3 than it does when you're 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like everything now. Yeah. You know, I will eat anything. Well. Rewind that.
Save that for a different podcast.
I'll eat anything. Mikey likes it.
No, Mikey. That was my nickname when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think pretty much. Talk about photojournalism, man. That's a really good like tab to get into, and you can do that anywhere, man. You go on the events page on like. I was gonna say the Times Union, but I don't know if it's got to be on the web now because there ain't nobody getting no paper. I don't know. Does anybody read any papers anymore?
No.
I don't need. Do they still deliver papers?
I don't know, man. I don't know. God bless them. I don't know how they run it. I mean, it had to have turned into a internet type of thing.
Yeah, there's definitely like blog
Can the
sites
statistician look that one up?
I think papers are like AM radio where everyone that listens is gonna die in a week. It's just outdated.
That's why they moved to Florida.
That's how TV is, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's not too many people who sit down and watch regular TV.
Like, I know a lot of old men watching WWE wrestling. I don't see a lot of young folk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was on in the channels, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So that was big.
It was big in Jacksonville at one point, apparently. Yeah. People would tell me, like...
Oh, yeah, we had a wrestling thing. I never watched it. I was definitely into WCW.
Yeah, but from what I'm told, they used to, on the north side, have, like, some type of WWF or something back then. But I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't into it. If it was sports or anything, I wasn't interested. I was definitely a straight-up musician. I mean, I started that back in, like, 7th grade, and I didn't stop. I didn't know who the hell I was from kindergarten on up, and then I started. Oh, I like this, and I just was like, I don't give a shit about nothing else. I just want to play music, drums.
Drums, okay.
Yeah,
he tried.
Nah, my band director was.
Oh, is that the one you said? L?
I was playing like, so I got my sticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to play a brass instrument, but I was like,
no, you don't.
and
I
like,
did. That was my instrument.
Trombone?
Yep.
I guessed it.
But because of Outkast, that was the reason.
Okay.
They had a song.
I was gonna say trumpet, and I was like, nah, he looks like a trombone.
Yeah, I was trumpet.
but yeah, like I had my sticks, and I was just and I was playing like this, and that felt naturally comfortable to me. And I stepped to my teacher. I'm like we're doing playing tests, and she was like, no, that's HBCU style. You can't do that. And I was like, fine, I don't care.
She wouldn't let you go all drumline?
No, she would not let me be great.
Oh man! Well, I'll tell you what, man. You get to the age now where you can do whatever the fuck you want to
Facts.
do.
I mean, I still was like the best percussionist back there.
Yeah.
Running on 2 hours of sleep every night, but you know, it was.
You
it
don't
was an
need
experience.
much. You just beat on the drums.
Yeah, my like classmates. My fault. My classmates.
My
like,
fault.
They used to like come to the class high,
Uh-huh.
and like we'll be like freestyling. Like class will be over in like 30 minutes for real. We just play our little rudiments and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they'll just start like tapping on stuff. And I'm like what? Like they were high and it was like good.
Yeah.
And when they would come to school sober, it was just like they didn't know what they were doing at all.
Right, right. Well, you
like-
get inspiration from different things.
You get a lot of inspiration.
I was just like, bro.
It's weed inspiration.
Kind of lifts the veil off of reality a little bit.
I learned though there's a part of it though, once you get so inspired, you don't get inspired anymore.
Yeah.
Like you fall off from it.
I'll never forget. I got my friend Phil. He lived out at the beaches off 3rd Street in this little house. When we probably aggravated. Actually, I was gonna say we probably pissed off everybody in the neighborhood because he had 2 drum kits, and we set him up bass drum to bass drum.
I feel like I've met you before. I knew somebody like that, and they had a huge dog.
He had a dog. It was a golden retriever.
Yes. Oh my God.
Philip Marino?
I don't remember his
Okay,
name.
I just called his name out online. He's all right. That's all right. He's somewhere else anyway. He don't listen.
It was someone my friends introduced me to, and we went over there, and he smoked out of bongs and had muffins and all kind of crazy stuff, and we were just sitting there getting baked out of our mind. And
we used to get sober.
And
that's how high we was.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes. And he would like put on his record player and shit. Sometimes he put like Muddy Waters and shit. And one day he did that, and this big ass dog just came out, and we were like, "Oh my God!" But it was a friendly dog, but we didn't know because we didn't expect it, and everybody's like jumping all on the couch and shit.
Yeah, but we got so high that time, man, and we started doing like a back and forth. Like I would play a beat, he'd mimic it, and then I would play a beat, he'd mimic it, and then the same back and forth. And then we got to a point where we started playing together, and it was like I got into a trance, and I didn't even. I was like almost like I didn't know where I was at. I was just like, and we thought we were playing the best, baddest shit in the entire world. Come to find out, it wasn't that bad because like
it wasn't what you thought.
Well, the neighborhood came around.
Oh.
And they was all like standing in the room, and we got done, and we were like looked at each other like we just got done banging,
Yes.
I was like, because we're like, we're high, we're looking at each other, and then and then we look around, and there's all these people, and they're like clapping and shit, and I was like, what the?
That's crazy because like I could personally relate to that because like so when I was making music and stuff, like I used to just freestyle in class, like I'll just sit on the desk. And I'll be like, I tell the teacher just go on YouTube and play a beat, and I'll just be like to myself, like I'll look up, and it's just cameras, like everybody got their phone out. They like, I'm like, where did this come from? I was just rapping.
Did you just go into a?
Yeah, I just kind of lock in, like it's almost like I got my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Cause like I will be seeing you, but I won't be seeing you.
Right, you're looking through people.
Like I'm a whole different person in that moment.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I am when I lock in with my camera.
I was just about to say, that's pretty much how it is. I don't care what's going on around me.
Facts.
I don't care who it is. It could be, Brad Pitt, Katy Perry. I don't give a shit. Arnold Schwarzenegger, whoever. It could be a major celebrity. It doesn't matter to me. If I got my camera in front of my face, we working.
Indeed, that's how it was. Like I was shooting the draft night at the Daly's place in the Jaguar Stadium.
Right.
And Shad Khan just walks right past me. I'm like, Trevor Lawrence walks right past me. I'm
Apparently,
like,
he's pretty chill.
whoa. Yeah, he was like, boop.
I met him. Yes, he is very
Yeah.
low maintenance. Hey guys, easygoing guy. I did
If
not
you were a
expect
billionaire, you'd probably be pretty chill too.
I don't know. Think about it.
Depends on if you pay your taxes, probably.
I don't know, for sure.
Oh, hey, last time when we were walking out, I said, hey, you know Colby?
Yeah.
Grant Visuals?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever worked with him or anything?
I haven't worked with him personally. Like, we know each other. I have his number.
Yeah, he's really cool. Him and I used to play 4-on-4 flag football together out of Fleming. And
his work
play a lot
dope.
of flag football, huh?
Oh, yeah, back in my, I've broken some bones playing flag football, soccer.
Did you ever play in the tournament? What was it called? Let It Fly back in the day?
Yep.
I
Let It Fly.
I used to play that every year.
Yeah, we used to do a 7-on-7 at the beaches as well, right there by the police station. But that field, man, you could break an ankle easily on that field out there at the beaches. But
shout out to my friend Matt for letting me take over at quarterback one time. And shout out to my friend Vincent for losing us the game.
No, shout in for that one, man. Shout out.
Hey, listen. I'm clipping that. And next time, because they come over. Next time they come
Just
over,
gonna have
I'm
it on the
showing them
TV,
the
like
clip.
on loop.
Bro, we going to be laughing at that the whole day, bro. Because they go, like, every time his friends come over, they just be talking. I'm just like, bro, like, they be telling stories. And I just be sitting back dying laughing because I'm just, like, imagining all the stuff. I'm like.
I have to let them know, like, I'm kind of lucky to have some people like that in my life because it's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends from when I was, like, in elementary school.
Oh, wow.
Still are around me.
Yeah, I got one of those. That's it.
I have 3.
Yeah. They don't last, though.
Yeah.
They don't hang around.
And, I'm trying to get him to understand that. I think sometimes I gave him the wrong impression. People are going to always be around. But
Bro.
Nah. Friends come and go. Girls come and go.
money come and go.
That.
Real fast.
That.
Mhm.
Real
that
fast.
one.
Oh, he's learning that now, too.
Yeah.
Well,
as soon as you get it, you go like, I can get
Yeah.
wins. I can get it.
I'm saving up for an 873 now. So
Oh, you're switching up, huh?
Well, I just need that dual native. That dual native is just something that this does not have. Cause like I could be anywhere, right? Turn
Mhm.
my ISO to like 12,000, and it just be like perfect.
Yeah.
And then they have like all the video stabilization technology and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, I was looking at the specs.
Yeah.
I was just like, why
Yeah.
not? Because I was gonna get a ZVE1.
We need to collaborate, man. Let's do a shoot, and I'll put that in your hand and see how you like it.
For sure, let's do it.
See if I can bring you back from the darts. I'm kidding,
What?
y'all. I
still rock with my baby. This is
Yeah.
my ride or die. I'ma have her,
Yeah.
just chilling.
The Sonys are great for video, for sure. For
Definitely.
sure. I mean, and you're looking to get more into video, yeah?
Oh yeah, cause I really want to start telling more stories. Like
Have you started
My-
editing video? Like, what are you using to edit?
Premiere,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, how you like that?
it's amazing. There's so many different tools.
Premiere
and-
sucks. Don't lie.
Whoa. Outside of it just crashing every now and then,
That.
it's a pretty reliable piece
Listen,
of
it's all I use, but it is a God, it can be terrible at times.
Yeah, it can be.
I don't even use any of that. Like the whole photography thing, I've never tried it, never done it, nothing about that.
He swear, like my whole family, like my mom, my sister, him as well. I put a camera in their hands. I'll be like, just do this, follow these steps, and it's just perfect. And I'm like,
I have no idea what I did.
You just
I
got
just
lucky.
did what he told me to do, really.
Oh,
bro.
okay. He's a good teacher.
I'm like, I haven't even told you anything about composition. How did you know to put me in the left third? Like, like what?
He knows what looks good in his eyeball.
Maybe. I don't
It'd be
know.
surprising me, bro, because like I told you last time, I get my sister, like I'll teach her, how to do certain things, and I'm doing the same thing with my mom, and she'll be doing stuff. I'm like, I didn't teach you that. How do you know this? Like, what are you doing? It's just like super dope.
And you said your sister's a content creator too, yeah?
I wouldn't say content creator yet, but
Is
she's
that what she's looking to do?
I don't even know really. She's still developing all her skills and really understanding what she does. Mm-hmm. So what
she's
she
younger
does.
sister.
Yeah, she's a year and 3 months.
So she's looking up to you
a little bit. She sees what I do and she's like, okay, and then she tries to one up me and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna one up you again.
Mm-hmm.
And,
well, that's sibling rivalry right there. But that's some calm sibling rivalry. I mean,
sometimes
I wouldn't say calm. I mean,
I can relate to her though.
Just that though. I mean, I know there might be other shit.
I was the younger child. I had an older brother, so I know some of the things she goes through and sees. I know exactly how she feels. So I have to be like, wait a minute, it's not your turn yet. You're gonna get your turn. Let's move this direction, and while he's moving that direction, we can move this way. And it helps because I went through it. But she's more of a artist. She's more of a.
She's an everything artist. If she envisions it in her mind,
yeah, she definitely can.
She is gonna make it.
She definitely can articulate anything that she has in her brain.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like,
so she does like so drawing and painting.
Yeah, she does. What do you call it?
Multimedia.
No, like when you use a pencil.
Shading? Sketching.
No.
Digital art.
Alicia, help me out here.
2D art. I don't know.
Because she goes to DA right now for this visual arts.
Oh, cool.
So
cool.
she does visual arts. So I can kind of, because I was like that. Like I drew a lot. So I understand. Her vision sometimes.
Yeah.
But she's more on the lines of trying to get that vision out. She has it up here, but there's a when you've done.
There's a barrier.
Yeah, when you've done art, you can let's say if you're playing the drums, you'll go, oh, okay, I want to play this in my head, but then you have to figure out how to get it out. Right. So she's at that point where she's trying to figure out how to get it from here to here.
Right.
And it's kind of like, okay. You
got to get the hands, the tools to match the.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's probably why I am a photographer, because it's I'm not going to say it's easier than drawing, but it's easier than drawing.
Yeah. I mean, something real funny to me though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people ask me this same question all the time. They're like, is it hard being a photographer? And my answer is always, it's as hard as you want it to be.
Right.
Because if you want to be an executive photographer shooting, brands and models, that's your bar. But if you just want to be a photographer that takes pictures of ducks and animals and grass, that's your avenue. So I really feel like it's as easy or as hard as you make it.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely learning the basics will give you the confidence to shoot, confidently. Well, that was
Facts.
I said the same thing twice.
I get the privilege though.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you if you don't know what you're doing, you get frustrated. The people you're working with get frustrated. They might not hire you back again. There's so many things that can happen, but when you know what you're doing, physically and mentally, you know exactly how to work that camera and how the ins and outs of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can't do. If it's in your head, you just get it done.
Yep.
Oh man, so what is, I know we said what's next, but what's next, man? Not talking about this, we talking about that, just what's next for Kris? What's
really, I got shout out to my guy Reek. He helped me put together. He was just helping me structure out what I was doing, the direction I'm going. And now I'm really just focused on getting my Sony camera and becoming more confident with my video. Because it's a lot of things that I want to create that I haven't created.
Such as?
Just videos that really hit the heart. Because I'll do recaps of certain events. It'll be a sporting event, or it'll be my sophomore year in high school. I had the privilege to bring my camera to school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that anymore. But I filmed a lot of different things, involved a lot of people, and every time I watch it, I can feel it, and that feeling has always stuck with me ever since I made that. And it's I want to do that more. It's just sometimes I'm okay, I can't bring that vision to life with this. I need to get the Sony so that I can really 120 frames per second, slow everything down, shooting S-Log 3, and really bring those visions that I have to life for real.
Log is overrated. You don't need it. Unless you're going to grade it. You finna grade everything, because it's definitely flat.
Oh yeah, real flat.
It's basically like a raw photo.
Yeah.
But raw video. I've done a few videos in it. If you don't need it. I mean, anyways, no man, that's great. Yeah, I was, when you were saying that, used to have a little camcorder, and when the kids were growing, you know, I would shoot little videos of the family like opening presents and shit.
Yeah.
And then as I, you know, like after my divorce and I was in here and like we started having like Christmases here and Thanksgivings here, I had a whole different mindset about how to shoot family videos. You know, the editing, all that stuff. You know, like I shoot it and edit it in black and white and slow everything down and, you know, just all that stuff, man. And it really does. It adds something to it. It's not like it's not the same old home videos that you used to see, you know. But yeah, man, I definitely, video is fun. It can be fun when Premiere works.
Yeah, my guy AJ, he has told me, he's warned me. You know, he was like, you should come to Final Cut Pro, you know. But
I think you should probably have both.
Yeah, or DaVinci.
Yeah.
So I'm a stick with Premiere until, you know, that doesn't work anymore, and then it's gonna be nice.
I started using I can't remember what the hell it's called, but I started, you know, because I use all Adobe products. Like, I mean, when I edit audio, I use Audition. You know, when I edit video, you get the picture.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other, you know, so I've kind of been just like downloading these things, trying them out, running the trial period. And if you know, kind of putting together like a little pros and cons of it, and I, you know, for content down the road or what have you, you know. But I haven't seen anything. I haven't used anything that's as good as and has the same amount of capabilities as Premiere Pro.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the standard, and you know, you have the other programs that kind of like mimic it. You know, they might have a different UI or a couple different features, or they might be compatible. Like, you know, it's one of the softwares that comes with all of the MacBooks, so it's just right there with you.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's really just personal preference, honestly, because, you know, they kind of all do the same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Eventually, they can all do the same thing.
Yeah, because you just speeding stuff up, slowing it down, grading it, you know, putting little effects on it, maybe add text, and then, you know, just chopping stuff up.
Chop it up. That multicam shit. I told you I have a friend, Hollywood Mac. I think that's his Instagram title. I know that's his YouTube channel, but he does a lot of like rap videos and stuff around Jacksonville, and he'll shoot. So he'll play the song and they like, you know, they have to mime it or whatever, you know, lip sync. But he'll do it like 5 different times in like 5 different backgrounds, and then he'll take it all and layer everything out and just start whacking it. Just start chopping.
You know, there's like it's a feature within Premiere Pro, right? Yeah. And you can, I think it's called the synchronize tool. And it's made specifically for music videos. So you'll put the video and then you'll layer the audio track and you hit synchronize, and it'll just line it up perfectly.
Well, I need to look at that, because I'm working on a video for a band that they had their album release party, and I did like I think it was just 2. It might have been 3 shots. I can't remember if I had 3 cameras going or 2, but either way, it's got me flummoxed. I'm like thrown through a loop right now. I don't, you know, but I like the beginning is perfect, and then the end it just starts falling apart. I'm like, what the fuck did I do wrong? You know, but I thought I synced everything up, but I might have to check that out. But yeah, man, I'm really happy that you came back on. I'm happy that you got a chance to sit down and talk about him. You know, I'm glad we got a little time to just sit and talk about bull crap too, because you know,
I love it.
Yeah, you know,
it is very needed. You know,
yeah, sometimes it's just get out of your own
chaos going on in real. Like in reality, it's just like
reality isn't reality anymore.
It really ain't.
And you know, this 1.5 hour, 2 hours that we just get to sit here and talk. Yeah, is a privilege to me, because you know I've been in like times where it's just like, bro, I just feel alone. Yeah. So it's like, you know, dude, it's definitely, I appreciate it.
You got my phone number, man. Holler at your boy anytime you need to. I mean, like, seriously, dude, I will answer the phone any time of day.
For sure.
After 2 a.m., I'm wide open.
2 a.m.
Yeah, I get up at 2 a.m. every day.
Jesus Christ.
Work.
I wish.
Oh, okay. That's insane.
Yeah, it sucks. 2 to 2.
Ooh. Interesting fact. I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Oh,
I was the manager. So I used to have to get up that early. And that was back in my partying days.
That's when you wouldn't sleep.
Yeah.
You just go right on through.
That's when you keep going, and the police officers come and get their coffee, and they're like,
look, they created that stereotype.
No, they do. They honestly, a lot of them, because we're open, so that's why they come.
And they work that late night shifts.
Yeah.
Look, I can tell you right now, if I was a cop driving around all night, and I seen that light come on at the Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme, man, I'm going in for some fresh shit. That's what I'm.
Hospital workers too. They come a lot. Like you see them all day. That wasn't the funnest job I had though. I think the funnest one was working overnight at Walmart. That was
I bet that was creepy. I mean, fun.
No, so overnight at Walmart after 12, definitely after 2 or 3 in the morning, all the strippers come because we're like the only thing open. So I have interesting stories there. I'm not gonna.
We'll take those offline.
Yeah. You see a lot of interesting stuff 3 o'clock in the morning at Walmart.
I know we got kicked out of Walmart.
See, that's something that I would like to do one day.
Get kicked out of Walmart?
Just get kicked. Like, I want to go in the store.
Why?
And
what's the point?
He wants to touch the stove. That's what he
like, it's just so fun. I guess it's just because I'm so young. Like, I want to just go in, like, I'm going to be somewhere in Michigan or something, right? I'm going to go in the store. I'm going to start touching stuff. Just mingling with people. And they're just like, hey, leave. And I was like, all right.
Huh. But why, though?
All while making content.
Oh, you want to do? Okay.
Huh?
Just like,
What?
just recording it. Just like, yo.
I see what you're saying. So you want to make a thing out of it, like a vlog out of it or something.
Yeah, that'll just be, like, fun.
But I will tell you this.
I'm not driving into that one.
No. But all I'll tell you is...
You won't be driving him back either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk...
Oh, he's going to get a ride where he's going.
Ride over there, but you be limping back. All I'll tell you is being an influencer, you got to think about everything you do.
Oh, yeah, because everybody watching.
Because if you do some stupid shit, guess what? Kris did it. I'm going to do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Never, like destroying property.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then you like money, so...
Sure.
See, I would do it up until that point where it's like, I wouldn't like...
Yeah, you're not like opening the, what were they doing? Opening the ice cream
and licking
sticking
it.
their finger in
nah. I might throw some teddy bears or jump in a ball pit or something like that.
Well, I mean, look, I will tell you, like, my kids during the summer when they were out of school, on my days off, or the day, my day before the day off, and Mom would go to bed and we'd be all up. So we'd like, let's go to Walmart. We go to Walmart and get like lightsabers and we'd be fighting each other. We would literally wear like all the masks and shit like that.
See, and that was like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, you see the
Nobody
funnest
said
stuff
shit to us.
at
Nobody said
Walmart.
nothing to us.
Now watch, everybody's going to start going to Walmart 3 o'clock in the morning because you see the funnest stuff.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not, like I said, hurting any product or hurting anybody and you're just messing around, you're horsing around a little bit, they ain't gonna say nothing to you, and it's fun, man. It's like free entertainment, and it's better than being in some trouble.
Facts.
And nobody's walking around. Like, employees are like doing their own thing, so all the aisles are quiet.
They ain't got
that little floor buffer thing is going.
Yep, they don't want nothing to do with you.
You can do whatever you want.
As long as you don't get too loud, they'd be like, whatever, man. I gotta fold these pants.
I will say though, that is something that's kind of, I feel like that's really unique about me, like. Going back to that quote that I said, right, about me living in like various mediums, like it's just so many different versions of myself that I know. So it's like one moment I could just be like thinking about doing something, getting kicked out of Walmart. Then the next one I'm like, all right, I gotta really like save this money so I can get this camera. Then it's
that
like,
wasn't me, that was Patricia.
So it's like it's super funny when I just kind of reflect on like all the different type of thoughts.
You don't want to do that.
Whoa.
I've done that before. I've been kicked out. I can't. Kmart on Lim Turner, it's not there anymore, but I couldn't go in there. Yeah, I
Is that the one y'all turned the lights off on?
No, that's a different story. That was a gas station. But again, I used to do crazy, stupid shit, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I was a teenager. 3 o'clock in the morning, was at the gas station, and I see the sign, the $3.99 or whatever is on there, the big giant tower or whatever. So there's a power box on it. So we're all fucked up. We laughing and joking, and my friend was like, I bet you want to go turn off that sign. So I'm like, turn off the sign. That's nothing. I'll turn off the sign. I hit the switch.
Like a challenge.
Yeah, that's a challenge. That's what I heard in my head. Hit the switch. Whole block seemed like went dark. The store went dark. The sign went dark. We got the hell out of there because I was like, oh my God, everything just went pitch black.
Yeah. Well, I have some stories like that I'm not going to share online, but mine are a little more like the shit I was telling you not to do. I was doing way worse. Yeah.
I'm good in the house until I feel like getting out of it.
No, I shouldn't have. I hung out with some stupid people when I was a kid.
Me too.
I was definitely a follower back in that time. Like I said, I didn't know who the hell I was until like 7th, 8th grade. And then I was like, hey, I don't want to do that shit. I started getting some smarts on me, but like I would just follow along and do dumb shit with them, you know. But yeah, it's definitely better to have that in your hand than anything else. But
I got to plug the merch at least one time.
No, please. I'm surprised you didn't plug it more.
This is a one-of-one beanie. I don't have this, like the only one I have. But
see, he had to say that because I'm gonna ask him what's up.
Look, I got.
And I just forgot. I thought I was ahead of time. I was like, I'm gonna wear my sweatshirt. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wear my sweatshirt tonight. I didn't wear it.
Hey man, it's all good. I was supposed to bring. Like, I had the packages for the glasses. It was like some boxes. I was going to have them set up all nice.
Yeah. Got to, man. Well, listen, you're welcome back here anytime, ever.
For sure.
You just want to come, sit down. We even got to turn the mics, bro. We'll just sit down and talk. Shoot the shit for real.
No going to Walmart, though.
No, there's one right there. Hey, we can walk to that Walmart. That's what's up.
But, I got... I'm looking for some more inspiration to kind of spice it up because I got some real good feedback from what I've showed the general public. So I'm just really taking my time with it though. Like I'm looking at dropping my first collection around like the beginning of first semester senior year. So that'll be next August.
Well, you've definitely done the part of building your brand, like your brand. And then the T-shirt is like just extra on the top. It's the cherry on the top. But that's what people are going to want, that because they love you. They love your brand. They like who you are. They like, I think it was Jennifer that had said, you get people to fall in love with you, and that's where you're at. And people do love you, and they like everything you're doing. And they're like, I want a piece of that.
Yeah, that's really my whole goal with just showing everybody. Like, all right, I got some crew necks. I got some beanies. I'm going to have, like, gibbets. Like, I'm not sure if you own a pair of Crocs, but every kid my age has Crocs.
I do
so
not.
It's like, it's
You'll
basically
never see
like,
a pair of Crocs on my feet.
Yeah, me either. I don't really understand it.
Or Hey Dudes.
Well, I've shot ads for Hey Dudes, so, if y'all want to send some more athletes my way.
Well, if they want to hook me up, with a sponsorship, I'll wear them bitches all day long.
Shout out Norman Douglas. He was the first collegiate athlete that I shot with NIL.
Okay.
But send some more people my way.
Right.
But, yeah, like I'm just gonna keep showing my peoples more things, and then it's like real small scale right now. Then I'm gonna start speaking more about it. I'm gonna have more people like have their opinions on it. I already have a couple people that I know for sure are gonna be brand ambassadors because they just absolutely fit the mold, and that's gonna be the next phase after I started. It's just gaining like all the right people because I feel like I have the right ideas, I have the right direction, but I know I can't do it alone. So I know I'm gonna have to have.
You about to start an empire,
bit.
And what I asked you earlier was, what's the next move? This is the answer you should have gave. That's what I was talking about. That's what I want to talk about. But no, it's I think we're getting about an hour and a half.
Hour 50.
Oh, Jesus. About 2 hours.
We're rolling, baby.
Busted that hour and a half. Look
we
at that.
Live, baby. We live.
I know, right? If you're still there and still awake, thanks for hanging in there for all this time. I really do appreciate it. But we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna land this plane.
All right.
So don't forget 2.x is a 2 dot or
it's 2x.visions.
2x dot. I always put the dot in the wrong spot.
And then 2x world __ is my main. Yes, sir. It's also on the shirt.
Sure is. It's right there. the mic's covering it up.
Y'all can find me.
Yeah.
I'm not too hard to find.
That's it. And be looking for my merch too.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna crack some.
Hopefully, I'm gonna have some samples ready for next week for the and don't forget, stop on by if you want to come in and watch a fun live. It's going to be more of an entertainment style podcast live with Jennifer Janeo of Generally Speaking and myself.
Shout out Jen.
The Beard and the Beauty, or the Beauty and the Beard. Sorry, I got to put her before me, not the other way around. But yeah, that'll be once a month. We're going to come together. So next Wednesday, the 11th, we'll be here and we'll be talking. Don't know, we might hit another record. We might hit 2 hours. Who knows? But
trying to get my beard game going.
Yeah.
Right here. This is attempt number like 30. But it gets about here, and then it gets a little patchy, and then I give up.
You just give up.
Hopefully, I can support the beard gang.
Oh, you're a lover, not a fighter.
Oh no! Once I get the beard, I might be a fighter.
Showing up. Well, I appreciate you coming in and sitting on the mic with us, man.
No problem.
Pat, thanks for everything, and you can go ahead and take us out, man. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.